Welcome back to my channel. I'm not going to call this an episode of Gaijin Reviews because this is a new series on the channel called the Gaijin Reviews, where I recommend manga. As well as with everything in my life, when it comes to manga, I have pretty terrible taste. That being said, there are some manga I read that I think are quality enough to recommend to you, strangers on the internet. And I don't recommend just anything to strangers on the internet. It has to be special to get recommended. So today, have a seat, pour yourself a glass of coffee or tea, and let's take a look at some manga that I think are worth your time. Number 1, Galgo Han. Galgo Han is, as you can guess by the title, a gal manga, which means it features a gyaru girl with fat fucking titties. Almost always. I think there's only like one that I read that doesn't have big fuck off breasts. But that's neither here nor there. Galgo Han is a super cute, super charming manga that's kind of like a slight ecchi, little bit of a romance manga. And it's one of my personal favorites. I've read a bunch of gal manga, but one I always go back to, one that I actively follow, is Galgo Han, which isn't getting a new chapter till the 11th, which is annoying because I need to know what happens to my girl Okazaki over there. The manga basically follows Okazaki as she joins a cooking club put on by her teacher Yabe, and she wants to ride Yabe to the chapel to get married because Okazaki's a good girl. She wants to put a ring on it. That girl next to her is Fujiwara. She's I guess a rival friend for a while because they both like Yabe. But you know, Okazaki has certain advantages that Fujiwara doesn't. For example, Fujiwara is a punk coward and doesn't want to just make her advances known. The plot flows at like a pretty good pace considering it's like a ecchi romance manga, which usually nothing happens. Well, the same thing happens every chapter forever until you die or until the show series is getting ended and then the artist or author just makes them kiss and then it ends. Like Toradora, except Toradora is also really good. It's got this sugary, sweet as fuck, give you diabetes art style. Look at that shit. Looks choice as dick. What other notes do I have here? Oh, all the characters are mad likable. Fujiwara is a cutie patootie and my kind of girl. Okazaki is everyone's kind of girl because she's just really nice and sweet and genuine and well-meaning. And she's got fat fucking tits. And I mean, who doesn't, they're good. People like them, I mean, obviously I like Fujiwara more. Look at that bitch. She's great. And the main character is super likable too. I think a problem that a lot of these series have with their main character is that he's just kind of like a generic loser nerd idiot who's like, I don't understand what girls want to give me the pussy. Like that's what they all are. Yabe kind of side skirts this by being her fucking teacher. So him not wanting to fuck her is like both legal and makes sense. So the fact that he just kind of shifts off her advances or doesn't even think about her advances is good. There's fan service in this, but it's like, it's pretty light considering what kind of manga it is. Yeah, so right now, it's not updating for like 3 more days. I think you could read all of Galgo Han in 3 days if you just really went at it. It's really readable. You just find yourself going chapter to chapter because it's so chill and calm and relaxing. It's the kind of thing that you want to read like at the end of the day and be like, I knew kind of what was going to happen, but like, it was pleasant. And there's character development and people do grow and change. It's nice. It's a good series. I recommend it. Number 2, Chainsaw Man. There's going to be a thing where the camera zooms in on a title card and music. Chainsaw Man's fucking dope. Let me pull up my notes to tell you why it's dope. First things first, Look at this art. It's fucking fantastic. Here's some more art. I don't know. Just look at all this art. It's so fucking good. The posing, the framing, the layout, it's all fucking fantastic. It's super understandable, super readable, and the way Tetsugi Fujimoto conveys motion and speed and fucking blah, it's good shit. All the characters are super, super much like the last one. Fucking likable. They're all really well written. They're all really funny. Of course, as you can tell, my heart goes out to one special girl, and that's Power, the best character in any manga ever. I love Power. I love girls like Power. If you're a girl like Power, she's just also very cute, and I like that her devil horns kind of look like cat ears. She never wears her clothes properly. It's always disheveled because she used to just be naked all the time. And, like, that's character depth through visual design. Although, later she wears clothes and she wears them just fine. But that's neither here nor there. Everyone in the manga, like, looks great. All their designs are really cool. Even if most of them just wear normal suits, they usually have something added to their design that makes them unique. And that's good character design. When Denji transforms into Chainsaw Man, it looks fucking awesome, especially the fact that he's got a chainsaw coming out of his face, and the design of his head as a whole is fucking cool. Pochita, who's dog chainsaw, is cute as fuck. Oh god, I should probably say what the plot is. Basically, there's this guy named Denji, and he has a debt that he needs to pay off to the Yakuza, and he uses a demon dog that is also a chainsaw to fight demons. But then one day, some bad shit happens, and the demon dog has to merge with his body to make sure he doesn't die. And then he joins the real professional demon hunters and works with a gaggle of characters to, I don't know, take down the gun demon, I guess. They're called Devilmen, but that's kind of awkward to say just over and over again. Demon is easier to say repeatedly. Anyways, it's super good. It's got great art. It's got great characters. This is really fucking funny. I laugh all the fucking time. What else did I write down here? Oh, and, like, things happen. The plot goes places. Like, it's not a manga where it's, like, Monster of the Week. Like, it kind of is. But, like, every chapter I read, I felt like the story progressed in some meaningful way. And that's really good, because usually in shonen-style manga, there gets to a point where I'm just like, we're just in a loop. We're just in a loop of action. And I mean, like, sometimes that's fine, but sometimes I want, plot resolution. Like, sure, sometimes maybe I want 1,000 episodes of something or 1,000 million chapters like One Piece. Sometimes I just want to read something that just goes and it ends. Before it gets canceled and then it ends badly. Like another manga I could mention. But I've already talked about that one. Chainsaw Man's pretty fucking good. It's probably the second big #1 recommend from this video. Everyone should go read it. Yeah, I don't know. Chainsaw Man's good. Go read it. It's good. It's good shit. Number 3, Doro Hero. What can I say about Doro Hero that hasn't been said already? I don't know, because I don't know if anyone's made any videos about how fucking tight Doro Hero fucking is. First of all, I'm going to sound like a broken record when I say this. The art's really fucking good. For those that don't know, I'm an artist, basically. So when I see good art, I get my fucking balls hard and my penis explodes. It's a big problem. I have to change underwear at least 8 times a day. That's a pretty dumb joke. The art, not only is the art good, but it's fucking super interesting and creative and visually unlike a lot of things, which is a shitty way of saying that it's unique. I just said unique in more words than one, so fuck me. Every character design is super fucking cool, super fucking interesting, and just unlike anything I've seen. The guy who draws this also draws Die Dark. And Die Dark seems like it's going to be a whole lot of fun like this too. The thing that I like most about Doro Hero is that it's kind of like a slice of life manga, but set in a world completely foreign from our own, completely detached, just this wild setting. But these are the day-to-day lives of the characters. The plot basically revolves around this guy named Kaiman, or Cayman. It's probably supposed to be Cayman, but it's spelled K-A-I, which I think is Kaiman. Anyways, Cayman is a man with a lizard head who didn't used to have a lizard head, And he wants his old head and body back. I don't know if it's his whole body. I really can't remember. It's been a hot minute since I've read Doro Hero. But it's getting an anime released. That's why I was mentioning it. Because if you want to check the anime, maybe you should check the manga first. Then you can be a snide asshole to your friends when you watch Doro Hero with them and go like, that was better in the manga. You know, I read the manga years before it was popular. Before it was anime. Why won't anyone like me? What was I saying about this? Oh yeah, it's about Cayman. He wants his old head back. So he goes around eating magic users, and a head inside of his head says, yo, did you turn me into this motherfucker? And then, yeah, he's on a quest. But the quest, every chapter isn't about progressing this quest. A lot of the chapters are about the variety of characters that you get slowly introduced to over the series, going about either their own personal goals or just days of their lives, or they're doing some sort of other side job because, you know, you got to pay rent and stuff, so you still have to do things separate from your main shonen manga goal. It's finished. It's ended, which means you can just read it. You don't got to wait for it to get updated. So when you start reading it, you know that no matter what, if you want to read it all in one night, you fucking can. I'd maybe savor this one a little bit, like a wine. You know, really just stare at every panel, because all the art in it's super well detailed and just really intricate. It's got strong buff, strong girls. And I like strong girls. Like power. And strong girls are in this manga. And they're all hot as fuck. Because they're all fucking shredded and fucking tough. And they can beat me up. And that's what gets my dick hard. Doro Hero. It's good. Read it. Mieruko-Chan. Scary skeletons and shiver. This is probably the least known manga I'm going to talk about today. I assume so. What are the other ones I even talked about? Chainsaw Man, I feel like that's going to get real hot. Oh, fuck, I smudged my notes. I don't need them anymore. I don't know, but I feel like Galgo Han's kind of popular, and Doro Hero is literally getting an anime. So, Mieruko-Chan, I'm going to say it, most obscure manga on this list. I picked it because I didn't want to pick one of the trashy, shitty horror manga I read, because I read a lot of garbage. Just pure trash. Mieruko-Chan concerns that girl, Mieruko, and she has a problem. She sees spooky ghosts, and she doesn't want to. And her method of dealing with spooky ghosts, pretend you don't see them. Don't acknowledge them. Maybe they won't fuck with you. And it's basically just a slice of life joke, like gag manga. But instead of the gag being like, oh no, I spilled ice cream on my shirt. It's, oh god, horrifying Junji Ito-esque nightmare terrors are absolutely everywhere and I can't escape them. Also, my friend Hannah has big fat titties. And it's unrelated. I just wanted to mention it. The writing's really cute. I really like how it takes like a manga that any other day would be like a rote, generic, run-of-the-mill horror manga and kind of flips it on its head. Makes it comedic, but it is still scary. And its horror is aided entirely by the fucking amazing ghost designs that are on display in the manga. Every ghost that shows up is either fucking creepy, fucking weird, or a little bit of both. And sometimes the writing can get really genuine and sweet. For example, there's a chapter about finding a cat, and this girl, Hana, that is her name, right? Yes, Hana finds a cat in an alley and is like, I'm gonna give this cat to someone who will take care of it, and Mieruko uses her ghost seeing powers to determine who might be good to own the cat, and it's super sweet in the end. I won't spoil how it ends, but it's a good ass chapter. When I was reading that, I was like, hey, that's a little more meaningful and like emotional than I was expecting this manga to get. I thought it was just gonna be like a super light, super fun, comedic little horror-esque manga. But no, there are some moments of real, genuine emotion in it. And I think that's what elevates this from the from the place of like just being like, it's funny, read it sometimes, to you should probably actually read this, because writing's good sometimes. The art's really pleasant. It's nothing to super write home about, except for the ghost designs. The ghost designs look fucking awesome. The rest of the art is like better than I can draw, better than a lot of people can draw. It's certainly better than a lot of manga I read. I read a lot of manga that have shit art, unfortunately. The art style is really consistent. Characters look cute. It's really good. It's not a lot to talk about because, like, you know, you kind of get what the vibe of it is, and you feel like you can understand if it's for you or not for you after reading a couple chapters. And I would say that if you don't, you know, necessarily love the writing, I'd stick around just for all the spooky ghosts that show up, because they're all fucking cool. It plays around with ghost tropes a lot in it. That's pretty interesting, pretty charming. Yeah. Well, that went by a lot quicker than I thought. But I'm not really reviewing these mangas. I'm just sort of recommending them. These are things I'm actively reading or want to finish reading or want to catch back up on. Things I've enjoyed in the past and enjoy still to this day, and that I think other people should give ahead. Got something on my mind. It's fellatio. That was the joke. Okay, I'm not gonna leave people out in the dark out there. I'm gonna tell them what the joke's about. It's about getting your dick sucked. Ha! So lonely. Yeah, I wanted to recommend some manga to people out there. I tried to make a nice balanced list of different genres and different styles. You know, Galgo Han's a fan servicey, you know, romance manga. Chainsaw Man's a classic shonen battle shit. Doro Hero's just fucking weird. And Mieruko-Chan is like kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's underrated. I don't actually know. I don't know what manga's popular. I don't go to r/manga or any place like that. So any manga I read, I have no idea as to its lovedness. So I hope you guys like this video where I talk to you about manga and recommend some to you. Hopefully you like the manga. If you have any manga you think are good and would like to see mentioned in one of these recommended videos in the future, leave a fucking comment and say, yo, dickhead, why aren't you reading Kingdom of Zed? I am reading Kingdom of Zed. It's not very good. Review coming soon. Seasonal anime impressions video coming soon. Once 3 episodes of every seasonal anime releasing this season is out. Only new series. If it's a second season, I'm not gonna watch it. I might accidentally end up watching like a spin-off or a second season, just because anime titles are sometimes they don't really clue you in that it's a second season of something, and I don't know every anime that exists, so that's a tentative no sequels. As well, I'm also going to be doing a series on Gundam. Look forward to that next week when I have it finished. It's going to be pretty easy to finish. It's going to be a lot like this. I'm going to try to do more videos like this. I'm trying to have a video out a week. Just something to talk about. Usually related to, you guessed it, Japan. Because the title of the channel is called like Gaijin Reviews. It would be dumb if I wasn't reviewing Japanese media. Just means foreigner. I could review anywhere. Want to hear about some South African manga? If you liked what you saw, you don't have to like the video. I don't actually care. But if you want to, I don't know, stay up to date, you should probably subscribe. There's a lot of channels I watch regularly that I don't subscribe to, so I also won't hold that against you. Actually do maybe follow me on Twitter. I don't really post there yet, because, who's gonna read it? Well, actually, Swery follows me, so I guess Swery could always watch my tweets. Maybe if I mention Swery in this video, he'll watch it. You should buy Spy Fiction for the PlayStation 2.